He is a comic book nerd.
In brightest day and darkest night. We can learn a lot from comics.
She is a reality TV junkie.
No idea.
Snooki had her baby. A dollar makes me holla.
Chris likes sci-fi.
They do a brain transplant into this whole new body, but it's you.
Kristen likes celebrity gossip.
Breaking news.
Oh, more breaking news?
Official. Before it was just a rumor. These two, our pets, moved back in together.
What do they have in common? Nothing. You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
Now, here's Chris and Kristen.
Hello, and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen. Welcome back.
Once again, we're taking it old school. With
Bootleg style.
Recorder style, because our Kickstarter didn't go through, and we
Recorder
need money
style.
for a laptop.
Help!
So, I'm going to have to rob a bank real soon or
That's
something.
it.
I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Not going to rob a bank. Not going to sell junk bonds.
Here we go.
Or,
Speaking of bootleg, did you hear about that cruise?
there was a cruise that was out of electricity or something like that, and they were
Like
shitting in buckets and shit like that.
Yeah, like the carpet. Right now, the last update, it's being pulled by a tugboat right now, so that's why it's taking so long for it to get to shore.
Uh-huh.
The last update is like it's so close yet so far.
Yeah, because tugboats go slow.
Yeah.
And
You pulling this huge crew, like you couldn't get another boat. I wonder what happened there. Nobody else could
it's probably
pull.
logistically, if you were to abandon the ship, it would probably be a lot hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's probably easier just to get.
Yeah,
the
I guess
tugboat
like all
cheaper.
people are getting sick because all the toilets are overflowing.
Recycled air. I mean, I guess
There's
all this
food
stuff can
is
be
like
solved from just going outside. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you breathe.
People aren't
Why
sleeping in
can't
their
you
rooms
just
'cause
shit
they're
out the window,
sleeping-
shit off the
Ugh.
edge.
I know,
I don't know.
right?
I guess that'd be disgusting, but
But yeah, I guess like the
Maybe
like
shit
carpets
streaks
in the
down the
hall and
side.
everything, and then the rooms leaking sewage. The carpets are full of urine. Like people don't want to walk
and it's
on
hot, and it's metal in the sun.
Yeah. So
it's
people
like-
are obviously getting sick from bacteria and
Yeah, because
like food is. Ugh.
Oh, yeah,
That's
no-
why I'm not
unrefrigerated
on
food.
board with cruises.
I've never been on a cruise.
I did when I was 6, and I remember having a great time. It was a Disney cruise, but I'm all set after that.
Okay, yeah, because everybody tells me, "Oh, you got to go on a cruise."
Cruise.
Now, my father,
My thing is, like, my thought process before even this happening is, yeah, what if I am stuck out there? You know? I'm not down with that.
your heart will go on.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave you on the door,
Right.
and I'll sink into the bottom of the ocean.
Like, I'm not, yeah, no.
Yeah, because you know
Not
what it
for
is?
me.
After my
Tugboat.
father's remarried, so after 9/11, my father's new wife will not get on a plane.
Alright.
Understandably
That
so.
happens with a lot of people.
So ever since 9/11, when they go
be doing
on
cruises?
vacation now, it's been cruises.
You can get great deals. I'm just not down with it. I don't
Yeah.
like the whole idea I'm stuck on a boat.
Yeah.
They say like they're so big, it's like you don't even realize
I'm on
it.
a boat,
No.
on a boat. And
No, I
apparently
know I'm on a boat.
this particular boat, what I heard is that it was like literally its last cruise.
Of course. The Carnival.
Yeah,
Carnival was the cruise.
Yeah, and people probably will correct me, but Carnival to me seems like that's like the ghetto. boat.
Right.
That's like when it's like going to Red Lobster on Easter Sunday. It's like when poor people want to live it up,
Right, like this is what we're doing.
they go to Carnival. And
I guess like an engine blew, like an engine. There was a fire with something with a fire in the engine,
yeah,
and so like that was it.
and you would think they would have like a backup generator.
You would think there'd be a lot of stuff that would
Or-
could solve this.
I mean, you're in the middle. I don't know. I guess
why are we not prepared?
yeah, you would think that. Or
Carnival, what's going on?
people, this is why we need to invest in solar technology.
Why are we
stuff
not
like that.
prepared?
'Cause
I
you're
would
out in the middle of
probably-
the ocean. It would be getting nothing but sun.
Not, I know.
Throw a
I'm
couple
all
panels on that
blistered.
sucker.
Yeah, and I guess there's like a married couple on there. This is their honeymoon. Fuck that divorce right
That's a
after.
sign. That's a bad-
Yeah, bad luck. Oh man. Oh. No thing. And you're surrounded by everyone shit and piss.
Because everyone tells me how it's
Ugh.
food all
Right.
over the place.
Yeah, and I guess they're like limited on food now. Like I'm sure.
Yeah, because nothing was refrigerated.
Yeah,
so.
so somebody. I don't know if this is true, but like there's somebody quoted like cold onion sandwiches or something.
Yeah.
That's fucking gross.
Onion and cucumber sandwiches
Yeah.
is what I heard. Yeah.
Oh.
So
So if you're allergic to either one, sorry.
yeah.
Drink
And
some
see,
of that salt water.
Now, when I was a
people are
kid-
catching fish. Somebody has
And
a
fishing.
volleyball.
They got the hillbilly.
What was the volleyball?
Wilson.
People People are just going crazy. Yeah, they said, like, there are fights breaking out.
Yeah, it's
no
hostile.
shit.
No lights, smelling, stinking.
I'm smelling your
out
shit.
in the sun. Oh, people are probably getting irritated, agitated. You know, people irritate me enough as it is.
I would have jumped in the water.
Yeah,
Eat me. Somebody...
Grab a life raft.
Yeah.
I'll paddle the rest of the way.
I got this, guys.
Fuck the women and children.
Yeah, I'm out. You guys stay on your little boat. I'm out.
Just leave the family and everything. Yeah. I'm out this bitch.
If I get to shore, I'll send someone.
That's probably. I wonder if they got like people like protecting the life rafts because I mean,
I'm sure there's.
Because your instinct is to get off. You know,
right.
Like your instinct is like to get away from.
This shit is broke.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. I can swim. If I could see the land,
right?
Because I'm a decent swimmer. If I could see land, that wouldn't be a problem. I mean, I don't know. I guess. Well, you're on the ocean, and that's the whole thing. Like I've had so many friends go on cruises, and everybody recommends it to me.
Oh
but
yeah.
Once again, all the ghetto people, and I hate to put it like that, but it's true. Like all the you gotta go on, I took the carnival.
The food is so great.
And it's like, you can always tell when someone recommends something to you what's it gonna be like. Oh, there's people like you on the carnival.
Yeah,
no,
I'll look into it. Yeah.
And
no, I've heard people going, they like it. Of course it depends on which cruise, who.
Yeah, where you are, where you're going.
Right,
and where now, because
some can be really extravagant, and of course you're paying a lot more. That's a different story. Still, would I do it? No. I can go for a nice trip in a plane somewhere with that money, and not be stuck on this boat with all these people.
I was researching it. Now, there are ones that leave from Manhattan, right on the West Side Highway. And actually, I used to work right off the West Side Highway. Like you could see. Remember when the plane crashed in the Hudson River? That was
right over there.
That was. I was watching it on TV and looking out the window and seeing the exact same thing. It was. I was on the West Side Highway.
Yeah.
It was all the way on the West Side. So, but once again, being there, you would always see the boats because the boats they blow their horns so that people can say goodbye and stuff. So we would constantly see the boats, and it's like, and now you can. And what a lot of people did to save money, that exact same boat goes down to Florida.
Yeah, and you
picks
can.
People up in Florida.
I've heard of that. Like it goes down there, and then
and it's cheaper. It's technically cheaper. And everyone that I know, that's what they would do. They would fly down to Florida.
Yeah, it's like a whole other route.
Transfer over to the boat, and I'm like, for that fucking headache, pay the extra $200.
Get on the damn boat right there.
It's like
I've heard of people doing that
because it's literally like if you're leaving from Manhattan, you pay $200 extra.
Okay.
But if you're flying down to Florida, it only costs $75. For that extra $125, I'll get on the fucking boat in Manhattan. Just from like, one, someone can drive me and drop me off. I mean, I guess since I'm a little different growing up in Manhattan, but, I can find someone to drop me off. I can, saying, you also, what if you're on that plane, what if you're on a plane that crashes? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you just said you'll get on a plane, but...
Oh, yeah, no, I'd rather go quickly on a plane. Like, we're going down, that's it. I'm going to have this 10 minutes of fear going down, and it's over.
Not a days at sea.
But, yeah, days at sea, jeez, no thank you. I actually watched that movie, Flight.
Oh,
I ordered it. It was
Denzel?
Pretty depressing, but it was a good movie.
Yeah.
But in like it was like the beginning with the whole plane crashing. Yeah, the whole plane crashing. I'm like, I'd slit my throat. I'd find something to just kill myself at this point.
Bring a handful of pills.
Yeah, like see ya.
Now, was he doing coke too, or was it just drinking? Oh, okay.
It was the whole thing was like. And John Goodman had like a small role in it, and he was awesome at it. He was like basically a drug addict, alcoholic, and he always had like the drugs in his bag, and he was just, had long hair. He was ridiculous. But yeah, it was like he was an alcoholic, but then to even himself out, he'd do coke. Like it was the balancing act.
Yeah,
and it was actually a pretty good story. I thought it was true, and then watching it, I'm like, this didn't fucking happen.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not...
I always think everything's true, and then I'm like, that did not happen.
Lord of the Rings.
The way how he, did you have to see, the beginning with how he maneuvers the plane. I'm like, no way, I totally would have heard that.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe he probably got the green light because of that recent thing. Well, not recent, but, I mean, when the guy landed in the Hudson.
Yeah.
What the hell's his name? They call him,
Captain something or
Sullenberger, and they call him Sully.
Yeah,
and
the Sully burger.
Yeah, like I said, it was so weird. I mean, literally looking out the window and seeing the exact same thing.
There was like that clip on Tosh, I think it was, and the guy's videotaping his TV of a huge car chase.
Oh yeah,
and then it's like he goes to the TV and there goes the car. He's like, holy shit! And you just see everything. And they're like,
and I think he saw it was coming to his neighborhood.
Yeah,
I think that's why he brought out his camera.
He's like, what?
And so
like that would be so great. I'm like, what the?
And that shit, I mean, why they're as much as I want to give respect to the West Coast, like there's fucking car chases out there it seems like every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
somebody's always running.
Yeah, like I don't want to be in that. I don't want to, because I don't want to be the asshole that like he crashes into because he's trying to get away from the cops.
Because we're not stopping at the intersections or red lights. We're going straight through.
And that's when
and I'm gonna be that person like having like singing a song and like loving life. And it's like, oh.
You're singing. I'm trying to think, what song would you be singing?
Pocket full of sunshine, like something ridiculous.
And I got free fall.
I love you always forever. Or it'd be like,
call me maybe or whatever.
Ooh, David. Heaven's a place on earth. And I'm like,
ooh, heaven.
That would be me like so happy, like loving life, following, abiding by the rules, the laws. And
just minding your business. And I remember when I was living in the Bronx, the cops were chasing a guy. And
the cops were chasing me.
Well, not me, thank you. And the guy was going the wrong way down a one-way street.
Yeah, people do that.
Hit an SUV. Now, mind you, he hit the SUV, and the cops, he hit the SUV, pulled back, and kept going. The cops didn't, take advantage of that second catch him. And now, the SUV, mind you, this was right, not in front of my building, but off to the side, but of course, with all the sirens, everyone stopped in the streets looking. And it broke my heart because there was a girl in the car sitting. The car was double parked, and she was, I guess, because the driver wasn't in the car. So this is her boyfriend or husband or whatever. She's sitting in the car. She has no control. Imagine a car coming at you. You're the passenger in the car. You have no control
of what's going on.
Over, pulling over or something. And then you just, she was alive, but she's screaming that her leg was, And so, it was the middle of the ghetto, but 50 people were there with cell phones, people calling 911. So, thankfully, I guess part of me is like, okay, she's being taken care of, so I don't have to, whatever. But
at least it wasn't anything major, like her head came off or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she was,
a leg, it can be fixed or whatever. You're alive.
Yeah, she was screaming about a leg, and it just, when I saw that, I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of this neighborhood.
Right. And I'm out. The other day, I was at work. I'm trying to think what day it was. I don't know. Either way, 7-car accident. Oof. And this is going to be my new excuse for everything, because the guy gets out who caused it, and he basically got handcuffed and taken away because he's telling everybody, God made me do it. God made me do it. So that's going to be my new thing if I mess up. Like, well, God made me do it, It's like God made, people were, seriously injured. God made you do it. So he was taken away for... So I don't think he's thinking right. I don't think he's thinking right.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my new thing, Well, I'm sorry, God made me do it.
God made me do it.
And you can't go against it.
The devil made me do it.
I know, if anything, why didn't he come up with that? I wonder what,
The devil's talking through my dog and told me to do it.
Yeah. What's his name?
Scruffy told me to do it.
What was his name?
Oh.
The killer there, the serious.
Mark David Chapman? No, not Mark David. Was it Mark David? No. That's the guy who killed...
What the heck? Summer Sam.
Yeah.
Is the movie.
Shit.
I don't freaking know.
Well, no, Summer
Sam's the movie.
Yeah, shit. And I worked in the prison that he was in.
Ooh.
What was...
No, was he?
Well, no, shit, no.
Was he a good guy?
You know who I did see was... shoot. Oh, jeez, my brain is all fucked up. The black guy that shot up the LIRR, the Long Island Railroad.
I don't know names.
I forgot the name. He was a guy. He's crazy in the head or whatever. He was really gone.
A little bit.
Yeah, and he shot up. The Long Island Railroad, and then when I was working in the prison, and then my coworker, and the facility was called Coxsackie. That's the name of the place. It's about 40 miles
south.
It's
a nice little name.
40 miles south of Albany, which
Coxsackie
actually is the name of a germ because the people, they discovered it in that town, or they named the germ after the town or something like that.
What a great name. What's the origin of the name of your town?
Coxsackie, or...
There's probably like a chlamydia somewhere as well. I live in the town of gonorrhea. That's because it was discovered here, baby.
And I'm working at Coxsackie, and so the guy who's kind of training me, he's like, he's here. I can't believe I forgot his fucking name. And so we go and we look in his cell, and he goes, "What am I, a stop on the tour?" Yeah, motherfucker, you are.
Yeah, you kind of are. You're kind of a big deal around here.
Speaking, for some reason, they caught that Christopher guy from Los Angeles. Dorner.
Yeah.
He was up in... I'm not familiar with the geography of California.
Yeah,
but
Big Bear.
Big Bear.
He
was
in a cabin or something.
He hijacked the car. They said he was just in military gear and just the rifle.
He's just like, he knew what to do. He was on a run for how many days, And the reason why he got caught is because whoever he was in the cabin, one got away.
Yeah.
And called.
Oh, I thought...
So that's how, they knew where he was.
Okay, I thought it was the guy that... I thought he got caught from the guy whose truck he jacked. You know what I'm saying? Well,
that's what I heard. I don't know.
Maybe he did.
Somebody got away.
Yeah.
That's, the only way how he got caught.
And look, and that guy was lucky he didn't get killed. This guy had a beef against cops.
Yeah.
He easily could have killed that guy and took his truck. You know what I'm saying? Even so...
in all of his photos, he looks like the happiest, lovable guy. So...
And I know, I know guys like that are real big and muscular, but gentle giants. You know what I'm saying? Big guys.
He's just smiling and all those. I'm like, well, somebody pissed him off.
You know what it is?
That is not the same guy.
Generally, when you're that fucking big, people don't fuck with you.
Right.
So it's okay. You could be all smiley because you walk into a room, nobody's messed with you. And
now they want to make a movie, and they're thinking about. Of course, they're going to make a movie. Everything's got to be made to a movie, Mm-hmm. That guy, cannot stand him either.
Oh, no. Because Michael Clark Duncan can't play him anymore.
That would have been great. Oh my god,
I wouldn't want him to play it.
What is his name? I'm trying to think what he's in. I'm trying to think what he's in. I just read it too. Let me find it.
Damn, who else can be?
He was on SVU, Law and Order, for a little bit. Come on, where did I read it?
I am way over my head. I have no idea. And that's a shame that I can't.
He was in.
Can't think of
what is it? Oh my god, I can't think of anything right now. The movie with B-Rad. What is it? The boy.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
Yeah, he was one of the cops, or not cops, whatever the hell it was.
I don't know. Was Zeus Lister?
No,
Tiny Lister. The guy who played Debo.
I don't know their names.
I'm trying to think of other. Big.
He's round. He's fat. Not huge, but he's chunky. He's got a gap here. He's kind of annoying.
Wow. I don't know. Look up Battle was Wanted.
You know what? I'm gonna.
It's sad that I don't. Because I'm trying to think of big black guys and not.
But he's not big muscular.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to.
Yeah,
Because Big Ring.
I think they were going off of he's smiling. I don't know.
Michael Clark Duncan is muscular.
You should have Terry Crews.
Terry Crews,
that
muscular. The guy, Tiny Zeus, the guy who played Debo in the Friday movies. His name, I call him Tiny. I think his name is Tiny Lister or Zeus Lister or Tiny Zeus Lister or something like that. Well,
that sounds like something wrong. I don't know.
Well, he got the nickname Zeus because his first breakout movie was the movie he did with Hulk Hogan.
Oh, okay.
And he played a character named Zeus.
Okay.
He has a lazy eye. And you're looking up Malibu.
Yeah, I had his face. Hang on.
And my internet's slow in the house, so...
Was that his name, Anthony Anderson? Yes.
Oh, Anthony Anderson!
Yeah.
Well, see...
I can't stand him.
He's on a show right now called... he was in a Transformers movie.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff, and I couldn't think of anything.
Wow. I didn't... Because you know what it is? I don't see him... he's heavy, but I don't see him as tall. And I was thinking of tall guys. Because he's average height. Because he's on that show right now called Guys with Kids. And his wife is Tempest Bledsoe, and they got 4 kids. He's annoying, but I couldn't stand him in Transformers because he was that annoying.
I can't really stand him in anything he's in. I can't take him seriously. I don't know why.
In Romeo Must Die, did you ever see that movie?
No.
It's Jet Li. Mm-hmm. It's got Jet Li,
Aaliyah was
DMX,
in it, wasn't she?
Aaliyah. And so what happens is Jet Li's in the movie, and Anthony Anderson is like a henchman for this mobster, and
see, I can't take that seriously. Like, I can't picture him.
Well, he's like, well, what the deal is he's protecting Aaliyah, like he's Aaliyah's bodyguard, for the lack of a better term, because he's I don't that punk's not the right word, but the whole gist of that movie is that it's like Romeo and Juliet, that she's supposed to fall in love with Jet Li.
Okay.
And so Anthony Anderson is the guy that's protecting Aaliyah, and he keeps calling Jet Li dim sum, like the Chinese food.
Yeah.
So he keeps, and I just think that's fucking hilarious. I mean, as horribly racist as that is, because it's just fucking for some reason, and not in a racist way. I just thought it was so fucking funny that through the whole movie he keeps calling him dim sum. So
that's what you got out of that movie.
That and there, Aaliyah and Jet Li fighting together. There was like really because literally Jet Li, for fans out there of like martial arts movies, Jet Li's been doing movies since he was a kid.
Mm-hmm. He's been around a long time, and
so I guess he coordinated, and because he's also, I think, on top of fighting, he also choreographs the fights and stuff like that. So in that movie, him and Aaliyah. Now, of course, they try to make it romantic, where like he's holding her hands, but like she's flipping over his back, like he's flipping her so her legs fly up in the air and kick a guy in the face. Like they're doing martial arts together,
Martial arts love or whatever.
Yeah, it's supposed to be them two in love,
romancing.
And so it was. Yeah, Romeo Must Die for that kind. And then like DMX plays like a DEA agent, like an undercover DEA agent.
That's who. Like that's believable. He just got arrested again.
He has like the $1 million house, like like No Real Cop would ever have that kind of house. If he's a DEA agent with that kind of house, he's taking home some of the product. So you said he got arrested again, DMX?
I feel like he gets arrested every other day. But this time it was just. It wasn't drunk or anything, or supposedly, who knows? It was just that he has a suspended license.
I guarantee you, you're gonna hear something in the future. He's in the closet, and that's just my. There's as much as, I liked that album that came out like in '99. Like I think it's called like Hell Is Hot. It's Cold as Hell or Hell Is Hot or some shit like. It's the one with Y'all Gonna Make Me.
Yeah, I just remember like that main one. Yeah.
And that whole album is a great fucking album.
Mm-hmm. Write it down, motherfucker.
That whole album. Back when fucking people actually bought albums, and they were actually I had that on cassette, for Christ's sake.
Really? You're old, Chris. That was CD time.
99. Well, I had a cassette player in my car, so
that was like the time when people had to buy like the CD player for their car.
Yeah,
get it installed.
Bought the tape adapter.
Yeah, the tape adapter,
which I guess people do. I guess some people still do now with their iPods and shit. But so it was like that. Hell Is Hot, and some of it's Dark as Hell or some shit like that. I forgot the name of the album, but it's the one that came out in '99 with Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind.
The main one. That
Party Up.
Knows, yeah.
Is it Party Up?
Party Up. Yeah.
Party Up Anthem.
Anthem. I know there's Anthem with something.
Yeah, I think it's Party Up and then like Anthem
in parentheses.
And of course that's when I first became a correctional officer. So, like, that's the perfect song to walk into a jail. Like, when you walk, y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. But he makes too many references about, I guess, if you punk a guy out, that he's gonna suck your dick.
Oh,
it's kind of like that prison mentality where, like, and maybe it's not 100%. It's homosexual, but like, it's like a weird, fucked up. Mind trip, power trip thing where if you get a guy to suck your dick, you're dominating him. So maybe it's just me. He has too many lyrics with that kind of.
His wife, or even if they were married, I don't know if they ever were, but as far as I know, they're exes in whatever way. Mm-hmm. She's on some show now on TLC, like the Sisterhood or something. Oh, shit. It's like all these exes trying to make their way. And all of a sudden, it was like ex of DMX. I'm like, really? I'm trying to think, like,
can we
random
get a
people.
Two Strangers, One Podcast?
I know. Like, they don't even do anything. It's like supposed to be, it's like Sisterhood or something on TLC. And it's like them trying to make their way.
I got a crackhead baby mama. I'm unemployed. I'm trying to get this podcast stuff.
I'm going to start recording everything, like, with a camcorder.
Where the fuck?
Submit it into TLC. Clearly they're taking anything.
Yeah, where the fuck is there needs to be a Two Strangers, One Podcast reality show. And,
we're just trying to get by.
Or at least like a TV show. Because, Chris Hardwick's The Nerdist, they got picked up by BBC America.
Okay.
And they had like 6 episodes a while back, and they were given and what BBC America did really smart was they had the new episodes of Doctor Who, and then right after Doctor Who, The Nerdist, and it was the Nerdist TV show. And also, Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman, the hosts of Hollywood Babylon, they were going to have a show, but the network said, well, okay, we'll give you a show, but you got to stop doing the podcast. Like, you have to,
give that up.
Give that up because, I guess, why give away something for free if we're going to charge advertisers? So, I'll give the show in its heartbeat.
Look it up. We'll go on BBC.
Two Strangers, One television show? Yeah. I'll give up this shit in a heartbeat. I'm not going to...
We're good.
And then as soon as it's done, then I guess
then we go back.
They'll probably own the name from that point on.
I'm like, oh shit, so we really screwed ourselves.
2 friends, 1 podcast.
2 people.
And it's probably like a cease and desist. Like, you can't do it.
Stop whatever the fuck you're trying to do.
Yeah. No, nothing, 1 podcast. No.
Just a podcast. It's just a podcast.
A podcast. I wonder if it's clever enough where someone has a podcast called.
A podcast.
A podcast.
A podcast.
So, yeah. So, where the hell's our reality show? We need a reality show. My life has enough fucking... My life alone has enough drama. And I could, we gotta have like a I guess I have to start acting like Scott Disick.
Lord Disick.
Lord Disick from Kim and Courtney Take Miami. Because I don't know, I'm getting so caught up in that fucking show.
Awesome.
It's only like a couple episodes in, but...
It's great how I only see like some of the episode and you're like, no, did you see the whole thing?
Did you see when Kim backed out of the paddle race?
Yeah, that was crazy, wasn't it? Like, it's so much drama.
And it's just, it does blow my mind because I did grow up with Bruce Jenner. Like, Bruce Jenner,
he's a big
when
deal.
I was a kid, he was fucking king of the world. Only because, like, this was back when they actually had Saturday morning cartoons and
I remember saying morning cartoons. That was a good time.
Yeah. It's
TGI Friday was a good time.
Yeah.
Don't even do that anymore.
It's like, I guess nowadays, because their mentality is if you got a 24-hour network for cartoons, why specialize for Saturday morning? But, it's still like, there's kids home from school. Why can't you do something special? You know what I'm saying? I guess it's save money, because, you go and it's like, what do they give on... And this blows my mind when you watch, like, TV networks in the middle of the night and they have, like, these stupid infomercials. Like,
oh, my God. They got
how much money?
Shit.
Like, shit. I'm just, like, if, let's just say, the company, I don't know, just use easy numbers, and they're giving them, $10,000. I'm like, shit, well, if I gave you guys $12,000, could I put my own TV show on?
Right.
If I give you $12,000, could I have my own Two Strangers One podcast TV show? 4 o'clock in the morning, CBS,
Good morning.
Way after Mike and Molly.
Yeah, way. Just a few hours.
Yeah, because Carson Daly still has a fucking show. Like, it's like...
I know, is that like what? What time is that even on?
Let me see. Okay, if Leno was from 11:30 to 12:30.
Yeah.
Then it's Jimmy Fallon from 12:30 to 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know he's on late.
So Carson Daly is 1:30 to 2.
Because I'll randomly come across and I'm like, this guy's still...
He's still on there.
Good for him. I remember. I grew up with TRL. I remember those days.
Oh, okay.
Those were cool, like fun to like come home from school because it was on right after school, and it was like, "What's the greatest song? Like, who's gonna be known?" And you could vote.
Top 5 every fucking day.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why you.
Then it came to the point where they're like, okay, after like I think a month of it being on the countdown, they started retiring songs because it was like we can't keep doing this.
Because I thought, because you know what it is in my mind, and it's gonna sound weird. Carson Daly and Ryan Seacrest are the same person. If that makes any kind of sense. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that Ryan Seacrest produces so much shit. He does a radio show.
He's got his name on everything.
And if, I guess if I had the star power, that's how I would be. I would be like a Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, yeah. He's totally making his money in his prime.
I would have no
He's got a
downtime.
good retirement going.
Because he wants to be like Dick Clark. Because Dick Clark did that. Dick Clark produced a billion fucking shows, and then on top of that, being a personality, and coincidentally, Dick Clark, the New Year's Eve show, New Year's Rockin' Eve, is now Ryan Seacrest. It's almost a joke how much he's copying after Dick Clark actually taking his gig. And
I remember a couple of years ago on the New Year's Eve when Dick Clark was still alive, he was so freaking tan. And he couldn't talk. I mean, there was the whole issue. But he was so tan, it's like...
Yeah. It's, I guess...
You're in New York City on, a winter day.
He's hitting those
Who did what?
Like that. And
Who sprayed what on you?
Now I'm a Craig Ferguson guy.
See, I can't stand him.
Craig Ferguson.
I liked him in what show was he in?
The Drew Carey.
Drew Carey. I liked his character in that. I don't find his humor funny. I find it like
I don't know. It's something about him. He's very charming, and I don't know. I just like. Now also, late shows. This is something new that just popped in my head. Have you seen the new Chelsea Lately type show? Chelsea Lately now has a spin-off show.
Okay.
Called After Lately.
Oh, they've had that.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, this is probably like season 3.
Holy shit! Damn, I'm fucking. I should have
season 2 or 3, I think. Because there's just like short seasons that they do, maybe like 5 episodes.
Oh,
yeah, they've had it. It's a total the ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
supposed to be like what goes on behind the scenes, and they're like stupid storylines. It's really funny. I like it.
I mean,
I didn't might only be one season. I don't know. I just know I've seen it.
Because it reminds me of like 30 Rock and
yeah,
like I mentioned that show. Well, it was a reality show that show Springer Hustle, where it's like people behind the scenes at Jerry Springer.
Yeah, so, no, that's what it's like. Yeah, it's like a 30 Rock, but it's funny. It's funny.
I saw this
because they'll have like their confessionals. They're like, "Oh, Chelsea's such a bitch." It's so ridiculous.
That shows you how out of the loop. I thought that was something new, and I'm like,
no, yeah. There's at least been one season.
Because Chelsea Handler, she's producing that Whitney coming
right.
Love You, Mean It.
Love You, Mean It, yeah.
And there's somebody else. There's another person that like, she's Chelsea Handler's.
She produces a lot.
She's
she
putting her
produces
money.
a lot with the E! Network.
Yeah, and it's like
her and Ryan Seacrest are kind of, because there was another show that stupid show, Pretty Wild. It was probably like 3 or 4 years ago now at this point. Mm-hmm. And one of the girls it was basically 3 sisters. Whatever, they lived in LA, they're young. And one of the girls ended up being the one involved in that Bling Ring.
Bling Ring?
The Bling Ring. Come on, they made a Lifetime movie out of it.
That's way over my
The
head.
Bling Ring, where they were stealing like celebrities' jewelries and stuff, like breaking into their homes, like Lindsay Lohan, Orlando Bloom.
Wow, they were stealing from Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, like they stole like.
How ironic.
Watch it. Yeah, I know, right? I forget who else, but like the one it came out after the show. Okay, so the show went on about these girls, Pretty Wild. Chelsea Handler produced it. And then the one girl was on trial for it because she kept denying, like, I wasn't involved. They ended up, later on after the show was aired, that they found jewelry in her house. And Orlando Bloom was like, if you don't admit it, I'm going to testify against you because I saw you. Either he saw her or he has it on video, like, his security. He's like, and your face is there.
Wow.
And so it ended up, she got in trouble. So it was like five, like her and her friends, like 5 of them.
Wow.
I think and they called it the Bling Ring, like they were breaking into celebrity houses. Can't believe you didn't hear that.
Wow.
That was kind of a... You're not in the loop.
I wasn't in that world just
yet. It was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. But yeah, there was only one season of that, because I think after she got in trouble, they were like, okay.
Oh, hey.
But yeah, Chelsea Handler produced that show. I know that.
We gotta get into producing.
Yeah.
We
what are we producing? Ourselves?
Well, we gotta produce the Two Strangers One podcast show.
And then
once we have money,
from there.
then we dole it out, and
we gotta find like our own
do a Living Lane reality show.
Yeah, there you go. That'll get us on the West Coast where it's at to shoot.
Yeah, and then like we'll take the guys and get them out of Red Bluff and stick them in Los Angeles and just see, like, not fish out of water, but I guess
see what happens.
Yeah,
on the mean
Dwight
streets
and
of
Cord
LA.
take LA.
Yeah,
there
you go. And everywhere they go, the Kardashians, wherever they go. Like, they always yell from the balcony, the Kardashians are in Dubai! The Kardashians are in Miami! So we gotta do that.
We gotta, like...
The strangers are in L.A.!
Yeah. Yeah. Chris and Kristen take L.A. Chris and Kristen take Miami.
We're just taking.
Yeah.
That's all we do. We take.
Chris and, because then we don't have to use, well, I guess, Two Strangers would be a brand, but it would be like Two Strangers Productions, But yeah, Chris and Kristen
take... production.
We have to take somewhere not exotic. Chris and Kristen take Philadelphia.
Yeah. Because at Mop Wives, it's like just Jen Productions, and that's, I forget which one it is, but one of the Mob Wives' sister. Like, she produced it. And now she's got her production company.
Where'd she get all that money from?
They admit it. They admit where they get their money from.
A lot of fucking blood on that money.
It's not a hidden...
thousands.
Yeah, it's not a hidden thing. I forget whose sister it is. But one of them on there.
I've tried to watch the show for 5 minutes and I just can't get into it.
Oh, it's genius. They're such messes.
And then, like, I looked up
Big Ange. Oh, she's
online, and I guess it was like pictures of her. Like, I guess 5 years ago she wasn't famous, so like, but like
last year she wasn't famous. I think she only became famous like 2 years ago, maybe is when because the first season she wasn't even on. Then suddenly it was like, who the fuck is this character?
Breakout star.
Suddenly it just like came up Big Ange, and I'm like, who the hell? It was so like a shock because you weren't expecting that. Like suddenly she started talking, and you're like, who the fuck is Big Ange?
And there were like pictures from like a bar, like a
she
random
owns
Staten Island bar.
She owns a bar.
Is it Staten Island or
yeah?
No? Yeah,
she owns
like
a bar there, like Monkey or something, Drunken Monkey. I think that's it. Yeah, she owns a bar because she's always there.
And seeing like her in there, but she was obviously was been sloshed and having a good time, and the wig was on fucking crooked, and it was just so ridiculous.
Angie. Big Ange.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
she's ridiculous on so many levels.
Part of me wants to be like a... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, the men, like
You got that?
What do you call that?
I have no idea what you're even going for.
Like a himbo, like a...
Yeah.
What do they call those guys? Like when you date a girl for money and stuff like that, like a...
Sugar mama?
Yeah, like I'm looking for a sugar mama, but I don't know if I could be with a big Ange.
with a big Ange. Oh my gosh, she suffocate you with those boobs.
I can't be. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like I don't know.
Boy toy? I have no idea what you're going.
I'll think about it in a second. It's on the top of my. It's on the top of my tongue.
Big news.
What?
The Pope had a case of the Mondays and quit.
Damn. I'm glad. Damn. It was on. I was going to bring that up a while back.
The Pope had a case of the Mondays.
For the first time in 600 years.
Yeah.
The Pope is actually going to retire before he dies, which is pretty. I guess once again 600 years. Where I've never seen.
Pretty rare.
I didn't know that until they said that on the news. I thought that was the gig. You got it. Yeah, you died, and there's no such thing as retiring.
You're signing a contract, but apparently there's, I don't know.
Yeah, even if, I thought, even if you were fucking gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were fucking...
You're the Pope.
You were laying on a bed like a fucking vegetable.
He's not really given much reason. He's just saying, because of...
Because he's ancient,
that's what he's given, but it's not, health reason. It's just, I'm done.
He's done.
Give me a reason, Pope!
Because you can't... If I could barely...
all of them are like that. I feel like somebody's always behind them, every now and then pulls their head back, all right, we got a big gig now.
Because you go in and you see, I remember there was one, it was,
we need a young Pope.
It was, the last Pope, Pope John Paul. Mm. And there was a picture of these kids that came to the Vatican and were breakdancing.
Okay.
So the picture was this action shot where a kid's spinning on his back, and the Pope is there literally can't hold his head up, hunched all over. Trying his best, but
it's come on, he's 100. Yeah,
it looks really fucking painful.
Just a nice young Pope to come in there.
Yeah, we need
and that way he can have longevity. He can, be there for a long time.
We need a young...
Nice 20-year-old Pope.
Pope Manganiello.
And he's, right? And he's, out partying. Pope's out clubbing. That'd be a good time.
Yeah, we need a...
The Vatican's, all revamped.
TMZ.
He's DJing at the balcony, getting the whole crowd.
MC Pontius in the house!
Look at the Pope go! Pope's getting the crowd going. That's what I'm talking about. We need a nice young Pope.
Redemption, say ho!
So there's all these lights going. Who needs forgiveness?
And you get some holy water, and you get some holy water.
And you're saved, and you're saved.
They have the clubs that have the suds that come out of the ceiling. They'll have holy water. Everybody's baptized.
Woo! We're all going to heaven. How are we feeling tonight? It's like a motivational speaker, comes out fiery,
Are you ready to fall on your knees?
Pope DJ, here we go. Kick it. That's what I'm saying.
He comes out with a dead mouse head.
Yeah,
with the big Pope hat on top of the dead mouse head.
Yeah. That's how we know it's the Pope.
Yeah, Or it comes out
we revamped it.
Like Daft Punk, an electronic head with
You're welcome.
Jesus saves scrolling across the eyes and shit like that.
You're welcome, Vatican. You're welcome.
They take the Pope Mobile.
The Pope, now it's
Pimp My Ride. That's the Pimp Mobile.
Exhibit comes up.
Yo, we heard you. We heard you like to trade. We heard you like to spray when you drive.
We got this bass in the back.
Yo, we got James L. Jones reading the Bible to you in stereo, yo.
Scriptures just going across, like just feeding going across.
Yo, we got this holy water dispenser. Put your hand, little motion sensor. Make it rain up in here.
I like it. There's just crosses all around it.
Little holy bread dispensers.
Yeah.
Like those water dispensers.
Yeah, those little wafers. It's like on hydraulics, like just being all like bumpy and shit. He's just trying to get around.
Sharks inside the tank and shit like that.
I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Pimp My Pope mobile.
Pimp My Pope.
Pimp My Pope.
Hey, he already has the pimp cup.
He's good. He's good to go. Loses a couple teeth, got to get a couple gold ones in there. You're good to go.
Yeah, so
I'm liking.
But I mean, the current guy's retiring because he's fucking 9,000 years old.
I gotta go. I'm out of here. I've been here, done it.
Yeah.
I'm going home.
He's close enough to meeting God anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure he's talked to him a few times.
Personally.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Jesus showed up and said, "Look, just give it up, man."
This is what I'm gonna. God made me do it.
He talked to God right before Jesus left. He said, "See you soon."
That's what I was gonna say. God made me do it. That's my. God made me do it. Amanda Bynes.
She
didn't do anything crazy, but I guess old.
I haven't heard from Lilo in a while, but I do.
I know. Well, her lawyer's getting fined because Lindsay isn't showing up. And she's like, and the lawyer's telling the judge now, like, I shouldn't be fined because I can't control her. Because it's not my fault she's not showing, which I agree with her. She shouldn't be fined. Lindsay should be fined, Yeah. So that's the latest with Lindsay.
But you know what it is?
Yeah, like,
if you're the lawyer and
you're
Lindsay Lohan calls you, you know it's going to be...
and the lawyer's saying, I can never contact her. Like, I'm constantly calling her and her people, and you signed out for the gig,
It's going to be rough.
So it's a gray area.
Because, because
I agree, you shouldn't be
probably
fined.
charging a fucking arm and a leg.
Yeah.
To be Lindsay
This
Lohan's
isn't pro
lawyer,
bono shit.
it's probably a nice chunk of change, but is the headache worth it?
Yeah.
It's like,
So that was just like, ugh.
You really got to check your fucking ethics on that one.
Yeah, right.
Would you represent? That's like, every lawyer.
Would you represent
someone you knew was guilty?
Yeah.
It's like...
How many times can I do this? I guess Amanda's old neighbors in whatever house. Yeah, Amanda, my friend Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
Old neighbors in whatever. I don't think it's her current apartment, but said that she always left her door open so they could see in.
Mm-hmm.
Which fine, whatever. You're comfortable, but she replaced all of her lights with red lights. So all of her, the apartment was just red all the time. Mm-hmm. And that was it. That was my news. I don't know. That would kind of make me go crazy. Well, it's like that sign. It reminded me of that Seinfeld episode with the
Kenny Rogers.
Rogers red light always being. He's like, I'm going crazy.
Because I know, one obvious thing is that she's probably smoking so much fucking pot.
Right.
That regular light irritates her eyes.
And they said one time she was outside the building laughing for 4 minutes just staring at the building. Either she was high. Or maybe she's practicing for a role.
Yeah, she's
not necessarily crazy.
Well, let me see. I'm trying to. The last movie I remember seeing her in was Easy A, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Right. She had that small role in there.
She's relatively petite, even though in that movie it looked like she had a little more meat on her bones. My point being is she's like a slim girl. She probably gets drunk quick. Yeah. She probably gets high quick.
Right. Yeah.
So she's
probably got a low tolerance.
Yeah. You got that Hollywood. You get people probably fucking delivering drugs to you for free.
Oh, that's how it works in the big NYC.
And you're probably a lightweight to begin with, so she's probably staying high. My red lights in the house, that's big, because that reminds me
people with red lights in their house, Chris.
When I was growing up, when you develop...
That would fry me.
When you develop film. When you
that's
when you have
different.
A black room, you can... Yeah,
that's a specified room where you're doing something.
Yeah.
In your whole apartment, you have red lights.
Well, I knew
that
a
would
guy...
fuck with my eyes. Ugh.
Some people... There was a guy, a friend of mine, and he was a computer guy. And he was the kind... It's a long story, but he was... This guy's been into... This guy knew the fucking internet before it was the internet. You know what I'm saying? He was telling me shit back in the day, telling me about websites, like before fucking people knew about websites and stuff like that. And he had a sensitivity to light. That's like a natural. He had like
that's different, Chris.
And he used to walk around. He always used to have
glasses,
not like Terminator style, right? But he always had big sunglasses, and he was like he bright light, natural light
kills his eyes.
It hurts him. It gives him a headache. So, I mean, like if he lived in a house that had all red lights, that was kind of a little more.
So you're trying to say Amanda Bynes has eye sensitivity?
Maybe she's
on movie set.
That's a thing.
She's on movie sets.
You know, if people, maybe it's a thing for her fucking medical prescription marijuana. You know what
Who knows?
You know what I'm saying? When you have night blindness and night terrors and.
Now you like Kesha. You say she's a dirty girl.
I like Kesha for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. I love her music.
Show.
I think she's a great entertainer.
Oddly enough, I don't get exposed to her music that often.
Oh,
but
you do.
I
You
saw
just
her,
don't know it.
I saw her on like one of those late night shows, and she came out, and like she's like someone I would want to hang out with because she's like a dirty girl.
Well, she admits to drinking her own pee, chugging it, because somebody told her it was good for you, which it doesn't harm you. It's sterile, and so she ended up chugging it, and then she never did it again because she said it tasted gross. But yeah, I mean,
and how is a girl?
Disgusting.
See, a girl like that is gonna say no
to
anything.
Somebody told her it's good for her.
If you're chugging your own pee, you're taking it into poop.
It's not even a sip. Like she chugged. That's what it says. Like there's a video of her chugging a piss, and then she didn't like it, so she stopped.
And it always it blows my mind. Like when you they pee, and I mean, it is waste, and it has like ammonia, and you're like, where the fuck does all this ammonia come from? What the fuck am I eating? What is my body producing to fucking make this ammonia? Where you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not drinking fucking bottles of ammonia.
I love some good ammonia. I was watching It's Strange Addiction last night, and it was the one. They do two stories. Mm-hmm. The one story was the cat lady one where she eats. Whatever. Whatever she wants to do. And the other one was this nerdy kid. He was about 20. He's in love with blow-up pool toys.
Oh, okay.
Like, his house, carrying it, kissing it. He's never been sexually intimate.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah. There's one where he considers his wife.
He fucked the blow-up.
Because, her smile's just so pretty. It's like this. He's, like, describing the face. It's drawn It's like her eyes are gorgeous. It's like this dragon type thing. That's like his wife, and the other ones are his friends. He brings one out, like one's a shark. I mean, he has them all in his apartment. Mm-hmm. And he's just caressing them. Some he cuddles with, some he eats dinner with. It's a whole fucked up weird thing.
He's fucking. He has one in the closet that he doesn't show for people.
Easily. Like, he's sitting there just, like, kissing them. I'm like, yeah. Easily fucking one of them. So he brings like this shark one, and he's like out in a park just like playing guitar. He's like, I just love their company. Then he's like, there's one that he lost like a year ago. It's still hard for him to talk about. Mm-hmm. And then he's going through the story, he's like, it just kept leaking. It just kept happening, so I had, it was just time to get, it's hard for me to talk about. I'm like,
I mean, like
what
airbeds,
the hell?
Like airbeds and like beach balls, they don't hold their. They
eventually start leaking.
Yeah, like I remember, like when I was a kid, I had beach balls because I would like to have.
And you pound them, and then it's like they're so weak. Yeah,
they don't break anything.
There was one that it just kept leaking, and you just couldn't save it.
All of them.
And he was that upset. Like it was a year ago. He was that upset talking about it. So and then he had to reveal to his cousin, who also looked really nerdy. Mm-hmm. He's like, and you just see all these toys, and he's like, and I guess his family just thinks he collects them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So he's like...
he's fucking them.
Yeah.
And let me tell you,
you should have seen him. He's like, sometimes I lay on top of her, sometimes she's on top of me. The one that he considers his wife. Mm. Kissing it, it's like, caressing it. And you mean to tell me there's no intimate...
It was, like, how old was he? Was he, like...
I think 20.
Oh, okay. Now, let me tell you. I mean, I don't know what he was doing recently, but every 12-year-old boy... humps everything.
With a pillow.
It humps your pillow.
Like a dog.
Fucking, you hump the fucking cushions on the couch. Guy, if you have a 12-year-old boy, like, just keep in mind that there's everything around him is probably covered in pre-cum and or straight up cum.
Or just
you know what I'm saying? If he's an accident, but so if he's like that at 20,
yeah,
he's been humping inanimate objects Probably since he was 12.
Oh,
he was definitely doing it at 12.
It
Every boy does it at 12.
Weird. It was just so... And then he's revealing to his cousin, he's like, yeah, well, I actually have, like, an intimate relationship with him. Like, I love them. And the cousin's like... like, look at him. Like, I love you, and I get it. And, like, that was, like, it. Like, we're not going to talk about this anymore. That's it.
Oh, he's fucking...
Yeah, it was just caressing. He's like, well, they just want... I think he has abandonment issues, because he mentioned, like, they won't leave him or something. So I don't know what happened in his life, but he's got a collection, and he's hanging out with them.
Just get a fucking... I mean, for all the money he's probably wasting, just get a real doll.
And they're easy to talk to, that's what he said. Yeah, they're all animals. They're not, like... Get a blow-up doll.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a blow-up doll would leak also. I mean, get a fucking real
At least
doll.
get one, something
like
that looks human.
You can personalize the eyes, personalize the hair.
Shark or the dragon. The dragon, I think it was like a dragon's head. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's just like, her eyes are beautiful. It's drawn on and they're blue. It was so weird.
That guy has
That was a definite strange addiction.
Now, it's funny that you mentioned strange addiction, because last night I was watching The Soup. And they were talking about a recent edition of that show.
With the coffee?
With the
enema?
coffee.
Yeah, I saw like a preview or something.
And
they're addicted to it. It's
I
like,
want one.
I've heard it, you get them like every now and then, but these people are like going
every day.
Yeah.
Like,
now,
that's
not good.
Your heart's got to fucking... Your heart.
They're like, it just cleans me out, gives me energy. I've heard good things about them.
We have to do...
an episode of us getting one.
A caffeine enema.
They did one on the Shahs of Sunset.
Stranger Con.
Yeah. We're giving them out.
Caffeine enemas.
And then, remember they did one on, like, Kourtney Kardashian did one. I think when they were in New York, when Kim was married.
I guess I just got into the show, so I didn't.
Yeah, I think it was when Kim was married to that oaf. But she didn't get a coffee one. It was like an oil one. Because then she's saying, like, afterwards it, like, leaks out, like, you're walking around. Because she, like, sat on Chris's bed. She's like, I think some is there.
Oh, my God.
Like, I don't know if I could do with oil. Coffee would be interesting.
It sounds fantastic.
I would just like a good clean out.
Caffeine's a drug. I understand caffeine's a drug. And a caffeine enema.
I think I need a good clean out.
As much as I like coffee. But
I was going up, doing a loop, coming out.
On top of everything else, like I've seriously reduced my caffeine. That being said, I fucking have a
16-ounce Mountain Dew.
A 16-ounce Mountain Dew can sitting in front of me. But I've seriously reduced my caffeine intake. And one, I'm not staying up till fucking 5 o'clock in the morning anymore.
Not getting heart palpitations.
Yeah, and I'm not getting.
You'll get that nervousness.
I used to get kind of like a panic. I used to get panic attacks.
Yep, that happens.
Or mini panic attacks. Mm-hmm. I stopped the fucking coffee, and now I'm fucking loving it.
Oh, yeah, that'll make you go a little. So there was another one. It might have been that episode then. Apparently, I was watching Strange Addiction for a while because then it was like butt injections, but it was like underground butt injections.
Oh no!
These girls were like addicted to it. They had huge asses, but weren't satisfied. Like they're skinny girls.
Well, everybody with plastic surgery is like
skinny girls with like these huge asses, and like they're like. She went to the doctor because they forced her to. Her family was like, "Well, you gotta get checked out," because she wasn't satisfied.
I thought you meant they forced her to get injections.
Yeah, because she wanted like I forget how many liters more, and it was like a ridiculous amount. It's like she's like, if I get like 30 more injections, I'm like, bitch, you're huge.
Yeah, that's not.
And they said, oh my god, I think it was like 2 liters on each side was what it is now.
Oh my god.
I mean, it looks so bad. Like, it looks so ridiculous. And, like, so they go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, well, what happens when you go to these places? She's like, well, sometimes I meet the woman in, like, hotel rooms. Sometimes it's, like, here. Like, it's just not an office. It's all underground. And the doctor's like, okay, does she tell you what it is? And she's like, well, she says it's in a bowl. It's just, like, in a bowl. It's clear stuff in a bowl. And she says it's, like, silicone, whatever.
Fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're going to put any... I wanted... You know, like, when you open, like,
I want something fresh and open. Yeah, like, this one was just...
You're breaking a seal or something.
Like, you know it's new. And, yeah, and then she's saying, like, oh, yeah, when she injects it... Because he goes to... Does she ever give you stitches? Like, how does this procedure work? She's like, yeah, she injects it and then super glues the spot really quick and dabs it with, like, cotton or whatever, and that works. What the fuck?
Well, as an EMT, super glue can be used.
Yeah, there's certain situations.
Yeah, exactly. That's got to be for
and
an emergency.
there's specific stuff where it's like a super glue, but it's called something else. But basically, it's super glue.
Yeah,
medical super glue. And yeah, you like close up a quick cut or whatever. But we're talking about injecting shit. That's and like stuff you don't even know what it is.
Yeah, that's at least being a person like myself that has so many tattoos. When you go to a tattoo parlor, generally they make it an issue to show right in front of you. Here's you taking the needle out of the package.
Yeah.
They usually prepare it right in front of you anyway.
And who knows, this woman's underground doing this stuff. Who knows how many needles, she hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? There's no way she's getting new needles every... Ugh.
Yeah.
So great. And the guy's just okay. He ends up doing, testing on her or whatever, and I don't know how it came out, but he's like, yeah, what can happen is once this eventually gets in your bloodstream, you're dead in minutes. There's no saving you.
It's going to work its way to your heart.
Okay. And I'm like, how are you? And, her friend was addicted to it. They all have these huge asses.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. They're both skinny with these huge...
Just get a guy with low self-esteem.
Yeah, she went from I forget, it was a size 2, and then now she's a size 10 because of her ass. It's so awkward looking, and I don't know... And plus you're going into these back alley places with super glue holes.
Super glue holes?
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound right.
That's not for me. I'm not getting button injections.
I don't know.
It was weird.
There's people who abuse it legally. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
there's people who abuse plastic surgery.
so much.
And to not then to see someone in a fucking back alley bullshit. Oh, fuck. And people having Botox parties. Fuck that shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, those are at least the legit ones are licensed people doing the Botox.
Yeah. When it's Sally.
But then there's,
Sally
Sally's
took a
coming
2-hour
over.
course in fucking safety, and now she's giving fucking Botox now. I wouldn't trust Sally to fucking park my car. I wouldn't trust her to fucking inject my face.
Inject botulism in there.
Yeah.
Hit a freaking nerve and I'm done.
Yeah, fuck that. Shit, I haven't. Jesus, I'm trying to think. I have to discuss something nerdy.
Sorry, I don't think I have anything. Okay, maybe this could be a little nerdy.
Uh-huh.
There was a puppy just born, lab beagle mix, and he was born from a frozen embryo. So for future, they were testing it out to see if it would work, and it worked for extinct animals. They're looking for that. To freeze embryos and...
Oh, boy. And the next step is dinosaurs.
I was going to say, fucking Jurassic Park is coming. Did you see on the previews there for Identity Thief, they're bringing Jurassic Park back to the theaters.
The original,
the original.
In 3D and all that shit. They go, the big... I think the one now is, Monsters, Inc. They're going to bring at... they take it... But all these... the movie was made... It was made in a computer.
Right.
Making it into 3D was just
that's easy.
It's and in Jurassic Park, it's all, especially a movie that wasn't made in 3D. It's just putting depth behind, the trees and the sky move at a different speed, so it gives the illusion of 3D. It's they're not reinventing the wheel. Did you see the two-headed cat?
Ew, no, sorry. That would freak me out.
And I wish I remember their names, but it's so funny because it's like Joe and Frank.
My friend's Joe and Frank.
There is a two-headed cat.
Do you know who should be their owner?
Abby and Brittany.
Abby and Brittany.
Well, actually, get this. They share one mutual eye in the middle.
Oh, I don't deal well with that
and
shit.
2 noses, 2 other eyes, 2 ears, 1 body.
Cyclops.
Well, Triclops.
Well, yeah, it's a Triclops.
And
we just share one eye. One wants to look this way.
Yeah,
and
there was a woman.
It probably stays straight, and the other one turns.
The cat keeps walking in circles. That's horrible. It was. Well, so I guess technically not. I don't know if you want to call it two-headed, but they shared a mutual eye in the middle, and
a merged head.
Yeah, we'll see. Before people of our generation get it wrong, it's called Sonic Hedgehog syndrome, but it has nothing to do with the video game. The video game,
what the hell?
The video game was named after
a hedgehog.
The syndrome. No, it's like,
the video game was named after...
This thing existed for years, but
Never heard of it.
our generation
Didn't even know there was a Sonic Hedgehog
Sonic
syndrome.
the Hedgehog, but it's called Sonic Hedgehog syndrome. And there's a cat, and the woman's going to Guinness Book of World Records because it's 12 years old. It's the
This cat's been around for a while.
Yeah, they say cats like that generally die within the first 24 hours.
Not this one.
At best will last like 2-3 weeks. And I wish I knew the real names, but I know one of them is Joe.
But they're like normal names. Okay,
but it's so funny. It's like Frank and Joe. And
wow, the cat's been around for a while that they haven't...
And I'm surprised. Why isn't this on the fucking news?
Like,
Every year he should be on the fucking news.
I know. Look who's alive.
Yeah, I want to see
Look
that.
at
Good Morning America.
Frank and Joe.
And, you know, and like, I guess both mouths can function. Now, I mean, of course, you know, cats being cats, like the woman's...
Meow, meow, meow.
All right, shit. No, one cat was making noise. Meows in stereo. Meow, meow, meow.
Have you ever seen that? I forget the comedian because I just watched it randomly. And he was saying, like, you watch those, where you can adopt animals, you know, the Sarah McLachlan commercials.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, can you imagine getting a pet from there and bringing it home? Like, oh, I got you a dog. Why does that dog have one eye? And the kids are all scared. Like, what the fuck's wrong with it? So can you imagine this cat, Frank and Joe, like, what the fuck's wrong with it? The kids are all scared. What the fuck is going on?
Well, I mean, people discriminate against my cat. My cat has one eye. And
He's special.
He's adorable. And,
he's got two eyes. The one just isn't.
Yeah, he's got... Yeah,
but, you see that one on...
Yeah, he's got one eye and
on the commercial there, it's like that one, like, furs all over it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like he's winking at you. And
Those
it's
poor
like,
cats.
what the hell's wrong with this dog?
And, you know, and like, almost me, I have no idea what happened to Cinnamon. My baby mama had brought the kitten here, and now the kitten is gone. I don't think she would do anything to hurt the cat. She probably just
let it go.
Dumped it off. No, I'm saying, knowing her, she probably told somebody, I'll be back in 20 minutes, and fucking left it. So I have no idea what happened to Cinnamon.
Wish you the best, Cinnamon.
She was sweet. I mean, I got 2 cats downstairs, but, I mean, Cinnamon was just really sweet, and she'd love to sleep on my head. So I hope she's doing okay, but...
Call us. Call us, Cinny.
My little Cinnamon cat. So I don't know where she's at right now, but, you know, I as much as me and my baby mama don't get along, she probably just went to somebody. She probably went to someone responsible's house and said, "Here, could you watch the cat?" and then fucking disappeared. So, you know, I'd like to find out. Like I said, I volunteered to take care of Cinnamon, but I guess that's not going to happen. Wow, got it real depressing for a second. Talking about 2-headed cats. Okay.
Oh my god.
This little street cat.
Oh my god. Sorry if you're crying while listening to this.
And let me see. I'm trying to think of other nerdy stuff that
I don't really have much.
I mean, I've been kind of... Oh, get this.
Have much nerdy stuff.
We might get sued.
How is there a we in this?
There's a we. You're the It's
what? Why are we getting sued?
All of a sudden,
yeah, I'm out.
You want to be part of the thing. Like, you're half the show, but I say we say
I'm out.
When I say we're getting sued, all of a sudden...
Why are we getting sued? I want the story.
And I don't know the name of the company. And this first came to light on... Kevin Smith tweeted about it, and they did talk about it on our brother podcast, Live and Lame. Check them out. Live and Lame on Stitcher and iTunes. LIVINLAME. There are these people who have put out a patent for podcasts. Now, mind you, they applied to put out the patent for podcasts back in 2009. And I believe, and I unfortunately I don't have the computer in front of me to exactly, because they were going to read it on Live and Lame, but it's apparently a long thing. But it was the distribution of digital audio in a serialized, numbered episode format. So putting, like, episode 84 as what they're fighting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just numbering releasing podcast. Everybody has you want to organize it. Yeah, and disseminating audio, for giving out audio in general. So these people have put out this patent, and apparently they do this on... They've done this for other ideas, and they've sued Apple. And actually, do they win? They've won a couple of bucks, like for the headache that they're doing. Yeah. They've actually won a couple bucks because the judge. Now, what I don't understand is that podcasting's been around for years. Yeah, so they obviously have the patent then. Well, if they're winning, well, they did get the patent because they got cleared in 2012. But now with that, they're trying to sue Adam Carolla, There's a podcast called How Stuff Works, which is based off the website, and I forget. There's another one. There's one other podcast that right now they're suing.
Trying to sue.
So these three major
they're
podcasts.
suing them because they're numbering their podcast.
Well,
Like,
it has nothing to do with. I mean, not about that it's numbering.
Like,
but
what
just,
is patent about it? What's the patent?
I
They
guess
have a podcast?
It's basically just saying that you stole our idea. We came with the
talking
idea
on
for
thing.
talking on the computer,
and they're winning that.
and well, I mean,
they've won some.
They've won things in the past because they sued Apple when Apple came out with the iPod. They're using the iPod, and then what they do is every time there's a new iPod or a new iPad or something like that, they sue again because they're like,
it's off of this.
If you tweak it, it's a re-violation of the patent. So
Matt can afford that.
Yeah,
they're probably just like, here, just take whatever.
I can't believe
that
a
is
court
a ridiculous. Patent.
So
that's like me patenting like a cell phone. I don't know. Like,
exactly. You can't.
It seems so ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm going to patent the idea of a glass ball that gives light in your room.
So then what do they want people to do? Just to shut down your podcast altogether?
They want to cut the action.
We don't have any action.
Exactly.
So I don't think we are going to be sued. We're not making any revenue.
They're going to take half my DVDs.
I get them suing maybe like big names like Adam Grohl where they got money and they can but it seems like a ridiculous lawsuit.
In general, I mean, I'm just saying. In general,
you can sue us, but you're not getting anything because I'm not getting anything.
We can get sued for having a podcast because these people claim to own the patent.
To own podcasts, all the podcasts in the world.
And I guess if you patent fucking air.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I mean.
So I wonder if they're gonna win though.
One of those weird, Gene Simmons, the singer for Kiss. He's copywritten the money bag symbol. If you have a bag with a $sign on it, he copywrote it. He can sue you if you use that. And that's like the universal fucking sign. Like, I mean, like our logo is the bathroom symbol. If somebody, I should get on top of that. I should go to the copyright office.
I'm just gonna patent a bunch of shit,
and I'll copyright the backwards version. So no. If the man is on the right, then it's okay. If the man is on the left, on us, our man is on the left.
That's it. I'm gonna patent money. That's it. Every time you use money, I get some of it.
I'm gonna copyright the word "the." And
there you go.
Everybody says it owes me 2 cents every time.
That's what I'm doing.
So the official term is called a patent troll, like someone who's obviously trying to make money. I
wonder if they're going to win against Adam Carolla on them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically, it's that day and age where you can technically sue for anything.
Yeah, that's just if you win, it's a different.
But they've actually, unfortunately, there was a bad precedent set when they did win some money from Apple. And it's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So technically, we can get sued. And I love how, Chris, this is our show, but I said we're getting sued.
I thought it was like something that you use,
What's this we shit? Are you speaking French?
Like something that you use, and edited, oh shit, who's after us?
Oh shit.
That's ridiculous. We'll see if they win. It'll be interesting to see if they win that.
Someone overdosed with their click and hit.
Right?
You get overdose on weed. We're well over the 1 hour mark.
We did it!
Well, we didn't put into commercials just yet, so we might as well just do
an audio,
like the good old Texaco days. Try good old Texaco oil. No,
call us Texaco.
Visit clickandhit.com. That's CLICK-N-hit.com. It is a vaporizer. It's basically a 4-stage. It looks like a giant marker, with those big fatty markers that guys used to tag up on the walls with. You pack one of the chambers with your legal herb or tobacco. Legal herb. One of the other portions is a torch lighter.
To light your legal herb.
A butane torch lighter.
Yes,
you do have to buy the butane. Now, actually, when Cordero and those guys were talking about it on Living Lane, they had trouble finding butane.
What?
I found it 2 seconds in my Walmart.
Walmart.
I found it exactly. You got to go to Walmart.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I touched stuff.
I guess it's a commercial for Walmart. But You know,
You can find anything there.
I found the butane in 2 seconds. Court said he had to go to like 3 different places, and like
I wouldn't think it would be hard to find.
I would think
maybe because they live out in like maybe there's not like a lot of places around to go.
If you're smoking up in general,
yeah,
like if you go to a head shop, I'm pretty sure a head shop would have
that available.
Would have butane. But yeah, I found the butane real easy. So it doesn't ship with it because, you know, they don't want it to blow up while it's in this airplane.
That wouldn't be a good look.
It's a butane lighter. It's a very, very well-made product. I can't express, you know, I took mechanical engineering, you know what I'm saying? I know well-made products. It's a well-made product, comes in 4 chambers.
Let's patent it.
You could probably, I'm patenting a click and hit, even though we're,
I know.
And a patent weed.
That's it. Nice.
You can't get smoked up without
Snoop Dogg is going to owe us so much money.
Snoop Lion.
Meow.
So
Snoop
it's
the two-headed lion.
4-chamber. It looks, like I said, it looks like a pen. You know, you click it.
Compact size.
You take your pull. It pulls so off. Like, I'm not even joking. It's almost like the smoke pours out of it, if that makes a better...
It's sexy.
Yeah,
Sounds sexy.
It pulls
sensual.
so easy. And I did it with cigarette tobacco.
Legal
herb. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
You did that. You broke a cigarette
the legal
down.
herb or pipe tobacco. I mean, you know, I didn't do it with what it was supposed to be used for.
Yeah.
But it worked so awesomely. You know, smoking is my last vice, you know. So visit clickandhit.com. If you use promo code STRANGERS, you get 10% off. I believe also our buddies Livin' Lame, you could or you could use the promo code Livin' Lame. Both L's are capital. There's no G in the middle. LIVIN, If you use either one of those promo codes, you get 10% off your product. They're $20 each. You can get 5 for $80, and I think 2 for $35. And go to clickandhit.com just to make sure. I'm pretty sure those are the deals. They come in various colors. We got black and red.
Yep.
So they're pretty awesome. And hey, just to have a cool torch lighter, because shit, you know, the zombie apocalypse happens. You're gonna need a torch lighter, you know what I'm saying? In case, you know, it's windy and it's cold and you're there and the zombies are coming. And you're at
what scene is he
describing?
describing?
You're at a campsite. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need a lighter that's gonna help get that little fire started while the zombies are coming to get you. So
Godspeed.
Just for the torch lighter itself, which is an awesome. It's, you know, like you click, it goes like as that real. I love that sound. You know, so. Clickandhit.com. Like I mentioned, our brother podcasts, Livin' Lame, LIVIN, Podcast Entertainment, Livin' Lame Podcast Entertainment, Facebook.com/Livin' Lame Podcast Entertainment. You can find the links for all the podcasts that are part of the Livin' Lame Podcast Entertainment network. You got the Big Daddy that started it all, my favorite show. I'm not to take anything away from the other shows on the network. You know, Livin' Lame, the Big Daddy, all the guys come out. Dwight, Court, Seth, Nick, Joe, Carrie, Megan. I think I remembered everybody now. A whole bunch of fucking people. A whole bunch of stoners show. No, they're not all stoners. But a bunch of guys show up. It's a fucking hilarious show. You know, it's seriously. I look forward to listening to it on Mondays or Tuesdays whenever they release. And I listen to those shows on my Stitcher app, STITCHER. You can listen to us on Stitcher. When you get the new update, you can see that little blue oval. Makes me happy when I see the blue oval. It's like the opposite of a pregnancy test. If you see the blue oval, makes you happy. So Livin' Lame, you can listen to us on the Stitcher app. If you have, it's available online, or you can, if you have a Android phone, Android tablet, any of those wonderful new Android devices, Stitcher, STITCHER. If you want to, even if you have a cheap $10 MP3 player that you bought at the pharmacy, you can visit twostrangersonepodcast.com and you can download every episode. You don't even have to go to iTunes. You can go to iTunes and subscribe to us. If you have an iPhone, iPad, iPod, just go to the iTunes store and search for Two Strangers, One Podcast in the podcast section. You'll see our red, white, and blue logo. And you can, from iTunes, you can download every episode. But let's just say you have a Vista machine and you have a $10 cheapy MP3 player, or you want to download the MP3s to your phone that plays MP3s. You can go to twostrangersonepodcast.com. Download every episode. We have, I think, where are we now? I think we have like almost 3 days.
I think so.
I think we're over 3 days worth of content. You can hear our interviews with Mujige Cooper from King of the Nerds. You can hear an interview with Lizaretsu Kaiden Vasquez from The Tester, the PlayStation reality show, The Tester. You can hear our interview with Mike and Ming from AMC's Comic Book Men and of the Smodcast Network.
Which is back.
Oh, that's right, it's back tonight.
Yeah, I just thought of that.
Yeah. Oh, shit,
Premiere.
I should have...
Valentine's Day.
That's right, it's on tonight with the other reality shows. There's... So check out Comic Book Men, Thursday nights on AMC, along with... There's a show. There's like 2 taxidermy shows or something. I think there's one that's like a contest. There's one that's like it's almost like an Iron Chef.
But taxidermy.
Yeah, it's like they have to
make it look nice.
They have like an hour or something like that to get it done. It's like a weird.
Let's not rush that. We gotta rush that.
I forgot the name of it. And then the other one is It's called I think it's called Freak Show, and it's about a family of.
I thought that was on Spike. But I don't know. But I remember seeing the preview.
But it's about a people sideshow. Like a person who eats fire, a person who eats glass, a tall guy, a midget, a guy with tattoos and piercings all over his body, and
eats glass.
Yeah, it's. And there's an art to crunching glass.
Is there, Chris?
I would let somebody. I couldn't do the sword swallowing. I mean, minus all the obvious homoerotic things that I'm not into.
The sword swallowing.
I got too much of a gag effect. I don't know if I can do the sword swallowing. But I would chew glass though. I think I can get away with chewing glass.
My luck is I'd shit it out and there'd be so much blood. I'm all torn up inside. Ooh.
So
get some infection. That's it.
Yeah, so visit our twostrangersonepodcast.com. There's also our eBay page. I don't have anything up right now, and I'm sorry, but keep coming back. The money goes to support the show. Go to facebook.com/twostrangersonepodcast. Share us with your friends. If you like any particular episode, share that with your friends. Just share us in general. Like our page.
Like us, yo.
To like us. Because unfortunately, only 20% of the audience actually gets all our updates. So you can hover over the like button and click show in news feed. Don't click the like button. Hover for a second and click show a news feed. And the more our page has interaction, the more people actually get all the updates. So that's about it. Boy, we've been talking your guys' ears off. You could also buy my book, Double Jackpot, at doublejackpot.us. Just go to doublejackpot.us. And if you want, just give it a shot, because you could read the first 10 pages. And you can read the back cover, the front cover, and check it all out at doublejackpot.us. And that's about it. Thank you for sitting around this long and letting us talk. And if this is the first episode, thank you for listening. Keep coming back. Share us with your friends. Let everyone know about the party that's going on over here. We certainly hope you enjoyed listening to the show and had as much fun as we did recording it. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
But I'm Kristen.
Don't be a stranger.
See ya.
Bye.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the post-show. This is the last 20 minutes from our last episode, Valentine's Day Massacre, which accidentally didn't get aired. So sit back and enjoy another 20 minutes of Two Strangers, One Podcast.
And we're back. So, just to say, because once again we're doing this off of our
bootleg
little handheld recorder, like I was telling Chris, and I said I paid $60 for this thing a while back, so I'm glad I'm finally getting use out of it. Please visit clickandhit.com.
Yeah.
I'm only doing this because we don't have the time to do a commercial.
Click and Hit.
Actually, Live and Lane, our brothers on the West Coast, they're promoting Click and Hit now also.
Do they like it?
I'm pretty sure they're going to get more use out of theirs than ours.
Full on using it.
I think they were using it during their last episode.
Yeah, I think they said they were going to test it on one of the episodes. So they did it. Nice.
And so they tried, like I said, I actually tried it with tobacco.
What'd they try it with? They got a medical card.
Yeah. You could tell that right before they do the show. They're doing more than just clicking it. They're clicking like a motherfucker. They click, 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 and hit.
Can't stop. Mine just keeps clicking.
And so, visit clickandhit.com. That's CLICK-the letter N-hit.com. If you use a promo code STRANGERS, you get 10% off your purchase. Or I guess if you want to, I think if you put Live and Lame, Livin Lame, capital L's, but no. I don't think there's a space in them. I think it's all one thing, but 2 capital L's. Because I think they get 5% of. I think they get like 5% or something like that. Or so you could use either promo code, get 10% off. It's a well-made device. Like I said, I gave it a shot with cigarette tobacco, which isn't what it's traditionally used for, but it pulled very, very easy. It's a well-made object. It has a little chamber you pack up with your legal herb pipe tobacco. Comes with a little torch lighter. Mm-hmm. It all comes together. Like I think
kind of like a little cigar.
Yeah, Dwight said it looks like a marker. It looks like those big fat markers
there
that
you go.
used to write. Like
it's very compact.
If you were ever a graffiti artist and you had a tag up on the wall, the big fat
it's that marker.
It looks like one of those, and it has the rubber. It does have a rubber tip on it, which I guess would look kind of suspect. But and so you click it.
Rubber
tip. You can take a couple draws, and then so it's they give you it's just a little binger to brighten up your day. So visit clickandhit.com. Also, once again, we're kind of delayed with getting everything organized, but we do want to tell people that we are part of the Living Lame Podcast Network, or Living Lame Podcast Entertainment. You can go to livinglame.com. No, excuse me. No, I don't know. Excuse me, not livinglame.com. Wow. I think they got it, but they haven't set it up yet. You can go to facebook.com/Living Lame Podcast Entertainment. There's no G in there. LIVINLAME Podcast Entertainment. You can check out all our brother podcasts. You got the Big Daddy Living Lame, which is Dwight, Cord, Joe, Carrie, Seth. Who else did I know? I'm missing somebody. And then they break off and do other podcasts. There's The Real Chat. It's all about movies and TV shows. There's The Fox Den with Joe and Carrie. And, I forgot. There's a new girl on their show, Sexy D or something like that. I'm sorry if I forgot the name. And then there's The Breakdown, which is their audio show. And once I get a chance to get a legitimately online, I'm gonna, because right now they're letting me host my Chris's Hidden Metal shows. And I've just been so busy with everything else on the, just been so busy with freaking life that I haven't had a chance. I've only posted up like the first 2 episodes. I got like 5 more to go, and then I have my ideas for 2 more that I got to organize. So go to facebook.com/Living Lame Podcast Entertainment. That'll give you all the links, because all the links are really kind of long and kind of hard to follow. So you could just find everything on
Link Central.
Facebook.com/Living Lame Podcast Entertainment. And all the shows are great. I mean, I love Living Lame. I seriously love watching. I mean, the guys, you could tell they obviously smoked up right before the show or smoked up during the show. And
great guys.
I get a kick because, I listen to podcasts on Stitcher. And I guess if you want to throw that as a promo for Stitcher. And because it's always off. Because I know they record on Sundays, but they post either on Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
So I love it when you use the Stitcher app, at least on my phone, it's a full little blue oval. That means it's a new episode.
Yeah.
I mean, it says, posted yesterday, posted 2 days ago. And so whenever I see, because Mondays usually for me is I listen to Kevin Smith's Hollywood Babylon, which is, from the Smodcast Network. But when I see Living Lame, I see a little blue oval. It makes me happy. It really does, And it's so weird because they were talking about this on the Nerdist podcast. Jonah Ray, one of the guys that I've had problems with, and I
had problems.
I guess
you didn't instigate it.
Yeah, no, I guess
Chris was bad mouthing him.
I'm starting shit with the guy, but I do. First and foremost, fucking Nerdist they're putting out every time I get in my car and I update it. It's a new episode. These guys, they put us to shame. We put out 2 hours. We put out 2 hours a week, and these guys put out, and with guests and everything like that. But they had asked Jonah Ray if he listens to the episode, and he goes, "I don't fucking listen to the episode because I was here when we recorded it."
You record it.
Call me whatever. I listen to our
Chris
show.
will listen to it.
So I record the show. I listen to it again when I edit it. When
I listen to it again for the final edit.
Then after it posts, if I'm in my car and I'm running errands, I will listen to our own show. Yeah, it's funny. I like pulling up to a red light and hearing my voice and people looking at me. Like, what the hell's going on?
People looking at me.
So it's a pretty. I don't know. I like the fact that I listen to our own show. I don't know. I find us entertaining. So
as I just yawned, how awful. Yeah, we're real entertaining.
And I guess people who didn't find this entertaining are Kickstarter.
Yeah, what happened?
Crashed and fucking burned, man.
Burn!
I think well, first and foremost, what I was doing is I was just straight up spamming people on Facebook. And now last year when I did my Kickstarter for my book, and I want to thank the people who contributed then, and I do have, upon demand, I will send you the file of Kevin Smith, telling me to go visit his, send a copy to his agent. Which what I'm going to do is, once my tax return comes in, I'm gonna like buy a couple of copies of my book and like send one once a month or something like that to like get this fucking guy's attention. So that being said, last year, once I started funding people, I got my project funded in 2 days. I got $500 in 2 days, and wonderful, thank you, people. Now there are people who, there's two Toms, Tom Bort, Tom Diol, Janine Frederick, who has her own comic Quandary, and you can find that on Comicsology. There's a app where people download their comic books. Comicsology. So she's on Comicsology. She's also on ReadQuandary.com. George Christic, donated $50. There's another gentleman, and I forgot his name, and I can't think it off the top of my head. So there were a couple, we did have a couple of supporters. Unfortunately, not enough to reach 2,500.
That's why we're recording on this recorder.
Yeah, because my laptop is literally in pieces. My hard drive is sitting right next to us. So,
thank you for your support.
We want to thank you guys. So we're going to work on something. As soon as I can get myself organized and everything like that, even though technically Kickstarter didn't hit its goal, I want to do something special to thank you guys. Just give me some time because I got a lot of stuff on my hands. I'm packing up also, right? I'm also in the process of moving. I got boxes in my room, and I'm if my room wasn't a mess already, I'm actually putting a mess in boxes right now. What else? So yes, our Kickstarter credit. So I was reaching out to people on Facebook, and because you do the Kickstarter project, you could choose a 30-day or a 60-day deadline. I chose a 30-day because I was like, hey, shit, I raised $500 in 2 days.
Chris got cocky.
2,500 would be nothing. So I did the 30-day Kickstarter, and I was spamming people on Facebook. And then there's that new option, like I mentioned before, for you to reach people on Facebook. Now they want to charge you $1. I thought that was honestly the whole point of Facebook. It's this free social network, and now it's a social network.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Now you got to pay
Zuckerberg. I'm calling you
to network, and and what kills me is that, like, as weird as it sounds, I could understand if I was trying to reach a celebrity,
right?
If I was trying to reach, something like that. I mean, of course, you could just reach him for free on Twitter, but Facebook, So I had realized that 18 days worth of spamming people went out the window because all of those spams were going into your other folder. So if you're on Facebook, when you go to your messages,
check your other. You might see Chris.
See all. Well, I guess people who are listening to this obviously know about us, but one day it's going to be revealed that people have an other and it's going to make big, and our numbers are going to shoot up because I literally spent 16 hours a day spamming people for 18 days. The last 12 days now,
spam a lot.
This Kickstarter, exactly, spam a lot. I should, wow. And so our Kickstarter ended about 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But my laptop's been dead for the past 4 days. So, it's a real freaking process on getting everything organized. So, 18 days were wasted, and then I don't think the episodes our last 2 episodes weren't released, so our fans don't really. What was I going to say?
We had the Super Bowl episode.
Two.
We had some damn good episodes that are gone.
Yeah, you missed. Well, actually, if I could retrieve it from the hard drive,
maybe they'll come out later.
I had gotten a second warning from Kickstarter about spamming. About spamming people.
Second slap on the wrist.
So it's crazy how I did it last year. $500, 2 days. Today we raised, I want to say, $150, and I got 2 warnings against spamming people.
Mr. Kick.
So,
Mr. Kickstart.
I'm really lost. I don't know what to do with you know, like,
With life.
how are people supposed to do a Kickstarter if you can't
contact
spam?
people?
You know, and I know we have a lot of listeners, but I mean, we ask a lot of them anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to really, like, harass our listeners.
Send me $500.
Yeah, please. You know, I'm not asking.
Hey, if you got a lot of money and you want to get rid of some of it, go ahead.
And that's what kills me is because one of the, you know, so I take my laptop to the Apple store and I just see, because the one Apple store in our area is in a rich area, and I see these people with their MacBooks. I mean, I saw more people with their iPhones. I guess, you know, the iPhone's probably, you know, a little more accessible than having a MacBook or something. And you just see these people with a fucking $2,500 computer, and, you know, they're using it to surf Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not using it to the max capacity.
It's like, you know, I'm trying to, you know, I've edited video, our Kickstarter video I edited, you know, I do tons of Photoshop, I do, you know.
Get the most for your buck.
Yeah, you know, that was a 4-year-old laptop, and I worked the shit out of it. You know, that was a workhorse. So, I mean, you know, Apple makes good products, but boy, do they fucking grab you by the balls. Like, I had trouble updating it. I have, you know, that hard drive. I don't even know how I got to do that hard drive to get the information off of that. You know, as in, like, I don't know if they get some special proprietary SATA. It's called a SATA cable. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
Who the hell knows?
God damn, they're so proprietary. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they make terrific products, but, you know, like.
Let me live.
After 4 years, you know what I'm saying? Like 4 years, that thing might as well be a fucking dinosaur. It's
Apple it is. Yeah,
they don't offer support for it. They don't.
That's just that there's nothing. There's nothing we can do for it. It's way too old.
Yeah, it's like it's way too old. 4 years
old. It's way too old. Just can't. I'm sorry. It's
so,
over.
Let me see. Where are we now? Yeah, I think we're over the hour mark. I gotta piece these parts of the show together. So that's where we've actually missed one episode.
We apologize.
Maybe we'll make it up to you guys or something. Or maybe if I could somehow get the files off that drive, I can.
We'll see what comes in the next few days.
Yeah, you know, I'm working on it. Anybody wants to donate a laptop, I'll be more than happy to take it.
That'd be so nice of you.
So you can reach us at facebook.com/twostrangersonePodcast. I haven't done it yet. I have to set up a email address strictly for the show. Right now, my life is so up in the air. I don't have anything up on the eBay page. But if you visit twostrangersonepodcast.com, you can find a link for our eBay page. I don't know if you're gonna. When are you listening to the show? We're recording it on Valentine's Day. But keep coming back. You know, the money goes to support the show. I really appreciate it. The money went to advertising. I mean, I advertised our Kickstarter on Facebook, but unfortunately, no takers. You know, that's how Facebook gets you. They don't want you to reach out to strangers.
Right.
They want you to pay them to reach out to strangers. So, I mean, that being said, I mean, I guess the cool thing is they give you analytics. Like, they let you know who clicked on your, like, you know, and.
Now, I wonder if those are accurate, because I worked for a company once, and it was sales, let's put it that way. It was basically selling to big corporations, kind of like meetings, was the whole gist of it. And they also did magazines, and the whole thing behind it was why they were so great is that it was a business-to-business thing. They would send you, you know, who's getting these and who's commenting on these, but it was all bullshit. The company made up the website and made it look good.
Wow.
So, I mean, that Facebook, was just that company. Who knows?
Facebook could be lying to us.
Who knows?
I mean, but seriously, I mean, and if anybody wants to dispute this, I'll be more than happy to show. One thing I do have to proudly say is our audience is pretty much 50-50 down the middle, male and female.
Yeah.
That's, you know, that is fantastic.
Thank you.
Once again, I'm only going by what Facebook tells me. I mean, I could be given shoveled bullshit. 18 to 34, which is like that key demographic.
Our age.
You know. And, you know, like, I think about it, and, like, sometimes I'm like, man, you know, I'm 36, I'm too old, you know.
True.
But, see, I'm too old, but if you see a show, like, if you watch something like The Daily Show, or The Colbert Report, or not Jimmy Fallon, because Jimmy Fallon's young, but, I mean,
They're older.
Their whole audience is a college crowd, early 20s. So even though
Chris feels okay then.
I'm technically not in the demographic, I would like to think that I'm entertaining to people younger than me. Thank you, young people. You are so wonderful and hip and cool, and your fuzzy beards and your horn-rimmed glasses and your button-down flannel shirts. And
we love it.
And
Chris,
your
is that
hula
what they
hoops
look like?
and
You might be offending them.
your hula hoops and your pinball. I'm all for.
Apparently, that's what everybody looks like between 18 and 34 to Chris.
I'm hip with all you guys with your pet rocks and your jump ropes. So,
do I look like that? Jeez.
I'm just trying to relate to the crowd.
Yeah, you're relating.
I'm down with what's hip and what's jiggy in the hood. So
I'm jiggy with it.
Yeah, I'm diggy down with the clown.
Diggity down.
Let me see what else.
Check us out on iTunes.
You can subscribe to us on iTunes. I was just mentioning Apple devices. All of those people, damn, you know what? I lost an opportunity. All those people with iPhones, I should have walked in with my Two Strangers, One Podcast T-shirt. And he would have said, who is this bald guy with a black eye? I want to listen to his radio show. And let me tell you, when you walk in with a black eye
in a nice part of town,
in a nice part of town with a laptop, looks like I just mugged the guy for the laptop. This is broken. It's got a bullet hole in it. But so yeah,
for me.
I lost the opportunity. I could have picked up a whole bunch of rich listeners who would give to our Kickstarter. So if you have an iPhone, iPad, iPod, iPad Mini, any of the beautiful, wonderful iPhone, iDevices, Mac products, you can subscribe to us on iTunes. Just go to the podcast section of the iTunes store. Look for Two Strangers, One Podcast. You'll see the name Chris and Kristen, Two Strangers, One Podcast. You see our beautiful red, white, and blue logo, the little bathroom sign. And I'll mind you, the universal sign is actually flipped. I flipped it in Photoshop. So
you're crazy.
So just so you
He's
know,
a wild man.
We can't get sued for a universal symbol. And let me see. And if you have an Android device, this is how I listen.
Stitcher, baby.
Stitcher is a wonderful, wonderful program. It's how I listen to our podcast. Like I said, our brothers live in lame on the West Coast. Like I said, I get so excited when I see that stupid little blue oval because that means it's a new episode. And I get, you know what it is I have all my podcasts and it makes me, and this is nothing against Stitcher, it makes me mad against other podcasts that don't update. Because I subscribe to a couple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I listen to a lot of podcasts. And, you see, their last update was August of last year.
What?
And it's like, what the fuck? We put out 2 shows a week. What the fuck are you doing? So...
Lazy.
Yeah, what the hell? If you want to get excited and see our little blue oval, which I guess that sounds like a pregnancy test or something. If you want to see my blue oval twice a week, hopefully, if we keep the schedule up, you can listen to us on the Stitcher app. It's the app I use. The people who work there are super duper awesome.
And Chris just said super duper.
Super duper.
There's his age for you, folks. He's hip and he's super duper.
Bodacious and radical and groovy and...
Oh, God. Cut it. End it.
I'm hip. I'm not square, I'll tell you that. So, we certainly hope you enjoyed listening to the show and had as much fun as we did recording it. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen.
Don't be a stranger.
See ya.
Bye. And buy my book, doublejackpot.us. Kevin Smith said it's a good book. Buy it. Doublejackpot.us. Bye.
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want to read
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne? Smells good to me.
But
Look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled C-O-L-O-N.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking. Are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I gotta meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history. much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea, man.
Is.
Look at her, fucking. She's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show. I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. I want to, and if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
Yeah.
insanely inexpensive. 15's not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I
and
will
his
totally
book,
read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could show them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonePodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonepodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.